Real Madrid vs Barcelona. Barca turn around as Vinicius and Benzema cover Real's weaknesses in the Supercopa. Real Madrid held on to overcome Barcelona 3-2 in front of a raucous crowd in Saudi Arabia during Wednesday's Supercopa de Espana match between Clasico foes. After coming back from a goal down twice to force extra time, Federico Valverde's 98th-minute goal ended the game and sent Carlo Ancelotti's team to the final on Sunday, where they will face either Athletic Club or Atletico Madrid for the trophy. So, from Wednesday night, what did we learn about these two super clubs? Real Madrid's Alex Kirkland and Barcelona's Sam Marsden talked down the game from both sides. Real Madrid, the class of Vinicius and Benzema hides some serious problems. In a way, Real Madrid's victory here summed up their entire season. The win showed some of their obvious strengths, which should be enough to get them through most games, but it also revealed several troubling vulnerabilities, some of which might cost them in more important contests than this mid-season Supercopa. Let's start with the positives. In the first half, the team looked bracingly direct and clinical, with Vinicius Jr. cutting inside to cue the attack and Karim Benzema and Luka Modric pulling the strings. Vinicius' 25th-minute opener was a case study in exactly how far he's come as a player, as he made a difficult chance look effortless. When they face any but the strongest opponents, the sheer quality of Madrid's finest players will usually be enough to get them through. After forcing a good save from Marc-André ter Stegen minutes earlier, Benzema set up Vinicius for his opening with a wonderfully weighted ball, then took his own 72nd-minute goal with customary poise. Madrid, too, has a well-built, deep roster, even if coach Carlo Ancelotti is hesitant to deploy it to its full potential. When the starters began to run out of legs in the second half, Rodrigo, Lucas Vazquez, and match winner Valverde were all useful, lively introductions. Even still, there were moments of concern, niggling concerns that made you wonder if this squad is as excellent as their La Liga supremacy indicated. For all of their talent, the midfield three of Modric, Casemiro, and Toni Kroos lacks dynamism. It's something Ancelotti tries to minimize by allowing them to avoid pushing and sit deeper in midfield instead, but they'll still be overwhelmed at times, as they were early in the second half by Barcelona's energetic teenagers. Then there are the defensive concerns, which Thibaut Courtois, the goalie, is frequently able to hide. Eder Militao's significant progress hasn't eradicated his tendency for the occasional catastrophic lack of defensive judgment. David Alaba's leadership and organization were sorely missed. He shares responsibility for both of Barca's goals. Ancelotti has a lot of attractive traits, and he deserves credit for rapidly molding this club into a fairly efficient, counter-attacking unit that plays to its strengths, but his insistence on playing the same lineup week after week might cost Madrid later in the season. Regardless of who progresses from Thursday's semi-final, they'll be favorites in the final. They should have enough firepower against either opponent to bring home the season's first trophy. The points earned in the first half of the La Liga season should be enough for Ancelotti to win his long-awaited maiden Spanish league title once they return home. But you have to question if it will be enough in the Champions League against Manchester City, Chelsea, or Bayern Munich. Thankfully, that's the topic for another day. Kirkland's comment. Barcelona, another loss, but Xavi's team is on the mend. Barcelona has finally seen the light at the end of the tunnel. They've been mired in obscurity for the majority of the season, having been knocked out of the Champions League and lying 6th in La Liga, but their defeat to Real Madrid on Wednesday at least demonstrated that they can fight with their rivals once more. Since his team was trounced 3-0 by Bayern Munich in December, coach Xavi Hernandez has used the word competition as a catchphrase. He stated it was time for the club to turn the page and begin a new chapter in their history after the setback in Germany. He urged his team to make this additional Clasico a turning point in their season before meeting Madrid this week. Even though they lost, based on how they performed against Madrid, it might prove to be just that. For the first time in a long time, Barca faced head-to-head with a team many regard to be one of the Champions League's favorites. Madrid leads La Liga by 17 points, but the disparity was not visible on the field in Riyadh. Barca struggled in the first half and were arguably overly cautious at times, but they awoke following Vinicius' opening. Luke de Jong had previously seen 2 headers saved by Courtois before he turned home after Militao's overly careless clearing. The Catalan team has struggled for goals this season, scoring only twice in 6 Champions League games, but following de Jong's equalizer, they forgot about their difficulties. They even appeared to be having a good time. They started the second half on the front foot with the introduction of Pedri, who was making his first appearance since September after returning from injury. Chances came and went, but their efforts appeared to be in vain as Karim Benzema restored Madrid's advantage. Bravery is another Xavi term. He wants his players to take chances with the ball, and he showed them how to do it when Barca was forced to chase the game down, altering to a 3-2-3-2 system and earning his reward. Ansu Fati, who was recovering from injury like Pedri, headed home Jordi Alba's cross to force extra time. In Spain, they say, "Tiene goal," which means he has goal, and Ansu surely has. He scored his 5th goal of the season in only his 9th appearance, 5 of which were as a substitute. Barca had opportunities to win the game in extra time, but were caught off guard, leaving them 2-4 as Madrid countered with Valverde to win the game. The history books will record Madrid's 6th consecutive Clasico victory, but they may also record a turning moment for Barca. For the first time since December 2019, they averted loss in 90 minutes versus Madrid and, in addition to competing, might have won the game. There were also cameo appearances for youngsters Pedri and Ansu, who were both crucial to this Barca team, as well as a complete debut for Ferran Torres, who joined from Manchester City for €55 million. "Barca are back," said President Joan Laporta recently. "They still have a long way to go on and off the field, but they appear to be on the right route with Xavi at the helm. They should finish in the top 4 this season, avoiding losing out on the Champions League, with a completely healthy roster and one of Europe's most promising crop of young talents. They may then concentrate on greater problems." Marsden's words,